All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Real Riders Ride. I am your host, The Spoiler, and today we have a very special guest from the Steel Horse Law Firm, the marketing director, Kai, and she's here to share the journey that she's taken with motorcycles, people that ride motorcycles, and the law firm that defends motorcyclists and bikers. Kai, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you. Now, tell us a little bit about how you got into motorcycles and kind of how long you've been doing it.
Sure. Well, actually, my mother was a rider.
Okay.
She is approaching 90 years old now,
See,
so that
that's
was
what I'm
way
talking
back in the day.
Right, right. Old school.
Her family didn't like it too much, so they gave her the ulterior. Well, I mean, they gave her really ultimatum of you stop riding, or you have to move somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
She was from Louisiana originally.
Sure.
So she gave up motorcycles, and she never even told me this. You know, I remember seeing little bits of it. But as a child, instead of Barbies, I enjoyed motorcycles. So my brothers would have little toys, and I wanted motorcycles. I didn't want Barbies. I had motorcycle posters on my wall.
All over the place?
All over the place. I wanted to be a racer, actually.
We saw that DNA, right?
DNA, yeah, definitely.
Right, it's in your DNA.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, you said your brothers race, and you've always wanted to race. Now, you just didn't do it.
Just couldn't do it. One, it's expensive. It's very expensive.
Oh, yeah. Putting together a team and all that?
Yeah, or you just racing solo. It's a very expensive sport.
Sure.
So, and we didn't have that kind of money. So, you know, I couldn't do it. So, and it's not like my father or my mother would have allowed me to. A little bit of too much of a daredevil.
Sure.
In me that they did not want to encourage.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So now, what gets you into it now?
Well, I love working for Steel Horse Law. I've always loved racing. I've always followed it. I have a lot of friends who are racers as well as, you know, bikers, just bikers in general. Sure. So basically, I started marketing for Steel Horse Law last year.
Okay.
And that gave me the opportunity to live through my dreams. So, you know, some days I'm at the racetrack. Sometimes, you know, some days I'm at clubs where bikers are hanging out. And it was just a dream for me.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, here's a question that just hit me. Besides here, where are some of the funkiest places that you meet bikers at? You know?
Oh, you mean besides right here?
I'm talking the studio here.
Besides meeting you?
Studio E here.
Oh, everywhere. From Road America to the Astalon track, to Beaver Dam, the track there, to Plymouth, to Jean's Supper Club.
All right.
Two Wheel Tuesday. Quaker Steak, Iron Horse. I've met bikers all over the place.
Gotcha. Because I know you kind of go into some weird situations when you're dealing with bikers. You're like, okay, what is this location here? Somebody get them on the phone.
Right. You know, in various clubhouses. So,
right.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting job, but it's my life. So
right. Dealing with bikers always are, right? They're a unique group, and that's why we do the show, to kind of show that uniqueness about them and stuff.
You know, the unique thing about Wisconsin, especially Milwaukee, it's really the epicenter of biking when you think about it. Here you've got Harley Davidson, you've got Michael Jordan has a race team. You've got Eric Buell's race team. You know, they're based in East Troy, both of them.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. And then you've got, you know, all of these custom bike makers that are right here in Wisconsin. You've got spectacular bike shows that you don't see anywhere else, like Rocker Box.
Rocker Box.
You know, just the fact that you've got so many racetracks here. From Road America to Great Lakes Speedway to, you know, Plymouth to the flat track at Azzy and Beaver.
And they do the ice racing.
And the ice racing, of which, the 3-hour ice race of which we did.
I gotta cover some ice racing, because I met a couple of those guys down at the lakefront, and they was like, come on. Come on. I was like, dude, I can't even explain that.
You should do it. Get some
well, I was working, and there was I can justify a lot of stuff while working. That one I couldn't. As much as I wanted to get out on the ice and mess with the fishermen, no harm fishermen, but you know, it's just I couldn't justify it. So
yeah, we just actually promoted and also supported. There was a 3-hour enduro race up in Campbellsport, Wisconsin, at Nan's Tiki Lounge, and that was a couple of weeks ago. And that was to benefit the Steel Shoe Fund, which is a fund that benefits injured flat track racers.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really, really, really good fund.
Good cause.
And it's in memory of Jimmy Sumner. I don't know if you know the Sumners, Al and Judy. They're basically the first family of the flat track here in Wisconsin. And it's in honor of their son, who was a racer, number 45.
Okay, okay.
He passed away years ago.
That's good Wisconsin history there, you know, for all you bikers out there. You're learning something today. See, that's what we're about. Okay. So now, Steel Horse Law Firm. I see there's offices kind of Midwest, South, that type of thing.
Yep, correct.
How long have you been in Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin, just for a year. The brand, we bought the brand here a year ago.
Okay.
However, Andrew Mishlove, who's the lead attorney, has been practicing law for 33 years and riding for just as long.
Okay.
So we basically brought it here from Georgia.
Okay.
Steel Horse started in Georgia in the early 2000s.
I saw that on the website. Right. See, I did a little bit of homework on this. Right.
And it spread to, they actually expanded to Tennessee. And then they expanded here to Wisconsin last year.
Yeah, I saw the gap there. I was like, you know, okay, down in the South I got it, and now here in Wisconsin. So I'm going to have to ask about that. Okay, so it's just been here about a year.
About a year. However, the brand has been here for a year, but however, Andrew's been practicing law for 33 years, so he's taken on plenty of cases involving bikers because he's a biker himself. I bet you've been some interesting cases too. Okay, it sounds good. Now, they're involved, especially from what I've seen on the website, in a lot of biker events, meetings and gatherings, and why don't you tell us about some of that, even, you know, to what you're doing here. Right. Well, basically, our mission is to support bikers.
Okay.
Regarding legal issues and also just regarding fun issues because we love bikes.
Sure.
So basically last year we started by promoting Steel Horse through bike nights.
Sure.
We did bike nights all across the state. So we promoted at Two Wheel Tuesday.
Okay.
At the Iron Horse Hotel.
Okay.
And
that's high class biking there.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Right.
And at many of the dealerships, such as Hal's Harley Davidson, House of Harley.
Okay.
On Layton, and Wisconsin Harley Davidson out in Oconomowoc.
Okay.
For the Harley dealerships.
Sure.
Then we also did a lot of work with Schlossman's of Milwaukee.
Okay.
BMW of Milwaukee, and also Southeast Sales.
Right.
And in addition, a lot of other smaller dealers in Lake Geneva and you know, across the Milwaukee area.
Sure, you represent bikers, you got to go where the bikers go.
You have to go where the bikers go. And for us, what's really important is diversity. Whether it's diversity of the people that are riding, the gender of the people that are riding, the ethnicity of the people who are riding, and also the brand of bike of the people that are riding. So we try to reach out to the Harley riders, the sport bike riders, the cafe racers, the vintage racers, everyone.
Kind of get everybody included with that.
Everybody included.
Then hence the rocker box and things of that nature. Okay. This sounds good. Now, what other initiatives you guys got coming up?
Well, actually, I want to let you know also just about the bike nights that we have coming up because it's going to start very shortly. We're going to be at Quaker Steak on Wednesdays.
Okay.
We're going to be at the Iron Horse again. We're returning there every Thursday night.
I'm going to have to come down there for high class biking, you know, put on a suit or something.
No, you can't put on.
Well, it'll be a biker suit.
Okay, as long as it's a biker suit.
That consists of just what I got on now. This is the same suit. I interchange it, you know.
You'll see some interesting bikes. And especially because it's Thursday night, the Harley Davidson Museum has their Thursday night bike night too. So you can go over there, and then you can walk across the bridge and come over to the Iron Horse.
Just over the bridge.
Just over the bridge.
Okay.
So you know, we'll have lots of things going on. You should definitely check that out.
Okay.
We're also going to return to Two Wheel Tuesday out at Culver's.
Okay.
Which is at 124th.
124th. Forgot. Okay.
We're also going to be up at the Locker Room in Menasha. They do a fabulous bike night on Tuesdays. You get to see a lot of vintage bikes you wouldn't normally see.
Sure.
We're going to be at Road America again.
Road America is always a good time.
Oh yeah,
seeing the racing and stuff.
For ARMA,
right?
And the vintage races. And Rocker Box is going to happen that same weekend. Rocker Box is no longer going to be on Center Street. It's going to be at Road America this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that should be fun. You'll be able to do all of that in one weekend.
One weekend. Okay, that's going to be a big draw then.
Oh, it's going to be a huge draw.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. And then there are other bike nights that we're putting together.
Okay.
Because basically, like I said before, we want to support bikers. We want the opportunity for people to bring their bikes out, talk about their bikes. Every bike has its own story.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And we've met quite a few interesting people who've built their own bikes.
They are very unique. That's my goal, is to try to capture some of the uniqueness of what bikers are and what they do and why they do it. You know.
Yeah.
So
we also try to support the MCs and the MSCs.
Sure.
For whatever initiatives they have going on. Last year, we did a Stop the Violence ride.
Okay.
And we also supported a, let's see, it was a Stop the Violence ride and also a Thanksgiving giveaway with Bikers United of Southeast Wisconsin.
Okay. They gave away some
turkeys and turkey dinners and stuff for Thanksgiving.
Sure.
So we do a lot of charity events, also rides for autism, Toys for Tots. We do a lot of work with the HOG chapters around that. And you know, even we work with people, whether it's a grassroots charity or if it's a very established charity.
Okay, okay.
So look for that coming up this year.
It sounds like you guys have been getting around the state.
Yeah, getting around the state.
It keeps you busy, right?
Yeah, it keeps me very busy, but you know, it keeps me happy too.
Right. Yeah. You get to live out your dream and whatnot. So now, you as a personal rider, you haven't been riding long, correct?
Right, I haven't been riding long. It's been a year.
All right. And then the question most people are, when you're going to buy a Harley?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, there's a new one coming out that I'm thinking about.
The street bike.
Yeah, the street bike looks really beautiful.
Okay.
I like that bike.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Whenever it's going to be out, I'd like to go take a test drive.
Now, there's some other people in the room that be like, you don't need that Harley. You need to get yourself up. But you know, us Harley folks be like, when you go buy a Harley? Right. That's the only question we want to know. You know, when you go buy a Harley?
You know what I really want? A Norton. I like the old classic bikes.
Nortons are a classic bike. You know, they did a land speed record on a Norton once. So.
Yes. Well, World's Fastest Indian, I've seen that movie maybe about 20 times.
So nothing to take away from that.
Right.
That's a cool ride. Very cool ride.
Very cool ride. You know, I forgot to mention also that we're involved with Build Moto, which is a nonprofit that was started by the Iron Horse Hotel.
Okay.
And basically it's a mentor program. It's something that we really feel strongly about. It's a program for high school students.
Okay.
And basically there are 5 teams that are organized, and they are paired up with different mentors, and they take barn find vintage bikes, and they restore them to ARMA standards. You're right. According to ARMA standards, they restore them, and they race them at Road America.
Oh, really?
So there are 5 teams that we're working with this year. Shorewood has a team, Shorewood High School. Brookfield has a team, Brookfield East. Let's see. Who am I missing? Running Rebels has a team.
Running Rebels, guys.
St. Francis has a team.
Okay.
And let's see, I think I've mentioned everyone. St. Francis, Brookfield, Shorewood.
Running Rebels.
Running Rebels. I think I've mentioned everyone.
Okay. Now, do they work in those?
Bradley Tech. I'm sorry. Bradley Tech is the 5th team.
Yeah, that's probably the obvious one.
Yeah, the obvious one. How can I forget that one?
Do they work at the school location?
Some of them are working at the school location. Bradley Tech, they have a beautiful space. They're working at that location. Shorewood works out of Millman Voda. Okay. And Hal's Harley Davidson is sponsoring the Brookfield team, so they work out of Hal's.
Oh, that's a good facility.
Oh, it's an excellent facility. St. Francis works out of a elementary school, a middle school.
Really? Okay.
And I think, did I mention everyone?
Close enough. But they're kind of, some are satellites and some are right at the school.
I'm sorry. Running Rebels works out of, they work with Warren Air Jr., who's a custom bike maker. Unbelievable work that he does. So they're working out of his space by PCI Creative. It's on the east side. Okay. So that's definitely, I mean, if you put it on your calendar, it's going to be an opening night in June at the Iron Horse for Build. And they're also going to race at Road America, so you should come out and support them, support the kids.
Definitely come out and see that and see that work that they've done, because I'm sure they're putting in a lot of hours on these things.
Oh yeah, they're putting in a lot of hours every week, and the kids are all You know, they're doing this as an extracurricular thing, and the mentors are all volunteers.
Sure.
So the goal is to not only give them life skills,
Mhm.
but also to teach them interpersonal skills.
Now, when did they start the builds actually? Was it last year sometime?
No, Build was actually started, I believe, in 2009.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a restoration build for real. So it'll take them all the way through.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Huh.
So every year. So it's a wonderful, wonderful program.
It sounds like it. So I wish they had that when I was young. Maybe I'd be a mechanic or something. And have to be paying the dealer all that money to fix something. Okay.
We also are participating in the Slimy Crud Run. That happens every year.
Sure.
It's a great group of people up in Madison, just a little bit north of Madison. It's a great ride, and thousands of bikers come out for that. And also motorcycle safety awareness we're supporting too.
The Awareness Week is coming up fast.
Right, coming up fast.
So what kind of events we got going on for that?
Oh, there's a lot coming up. I know that the committee's going to come and speak to you.
Sure.
So we'll be able to give you the whole lineup.
That'll be the next set of promos that we do for Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Week. I plan to do some short PSAs, some reminders for the bikers to think about what they're doing, you know, in out here, especially with these potholes. They're killing it. Okay.
I know. Between the potholes and the distracted drivers, we really have to be careful.
Exactly that, you know. But the bikers have to understand they have a bit of a responsibility into thinking about what they're doing also. So, but it's going to be a good summer with riding. It's been a long season as far as the winter going. Everybody, we got out yesterday and rode, and just to get the dust off it's amazing. You know, it's amazing. So, anything else you got coming up as an initiative that you want them to know about Steel Horse getting out there? Because it seems like you're all over the state.
Trying to keep
now,
up.
you're just covering the Wisconsin region, or you're kind of spreading out a little bit of some of everything?
Well, for the Midwest, we're only in the Wisconsin area.
Okay.
So occasionally I go down to Atlanta.
Sure.
For events that they cover down there. But basically the offices are in Georgia,
Tennessee,
and Wisconsin. So I've got a lot of work here in Wisconsin. So
right. Oh yeah, there's enough to keep you busy, that's for sure. Enough to keep you busy. Well, you know, we welcome your lead attorney when he comes back in to, because we know he's a big racer.
Yep.
And has been practicing law a long time. So we'll look forward to having him on, and he can give us his view about all of that law and motorcycle. And it's very important because nobody knows bikers except a biker.
Exactly.
So you don't know the nuances of what their family's going through and things of that nature. It's a little bit different than any other types of accidents and whatnot. So
definitely. Oh, you know, I did forget to mention that we're also sponsoring 4 racers. 2 flat track and 2 road racers. The 2 road racers are Wes and Leah Orloff.
Okay.
They're excellent racers. They actually did the land speed racing down in Bonneville. And Wes actually took 2nd place in Pikes Peak recently. His wife is Leah. They also have a little boy, Wynn, who's also starting out racing too. He's little. He's maybe 4 years old.
That's how you gotta get them. Get them while they're young.
Yeah.
Right.
And we also have 2 flat trackers. One of which is Morgan Mishler, who comes from a racing family. He's based out of Beaver. Beaver Dam. His family lives there. And he actually just turned pro. He's only 17 years old. He's excellent, fast, super lightning fast. And
look for big things from him.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Tom Hochschmidt, he's another racer, flat tracker, that we are doing a lot of work with. So we've got those 4 racers, and we're very happy, very proud to support them.
Yeah, it sounds like that's going to be a good time to watch them race this season.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know, I will send you a list of all of the races, but I'll encourage people to look at look online for the Aztalon track schedule. Azzy is in Lake Mills, so on the way from here to Madison. You can stop by there. Beaver Cycle Club is based in Beaver Dam. And Road America, of course, everybody knows where that is in Elkhart Lake.
They've constantly got stuff going on during the summertime.
And also Dairyland Classic. If you've never witnessed the flat track under the big lights, you definitely have to experience that. That's in Plymouth, and that's down the street from Elkhart Lake, from Road America. And it's going to kick off the same weekend as our Road America.
Yeah, so they're kicking off the racing season.
Right.
Deer.
So, you know, you could come out to Road America, hit that track, and also hit Plymouth too. So.
It sounds like an adventure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we're proud to sponsor Dairyland Classic.
You probably put on thousands of miles running around with track.
You know, and I'm always stuck with the trailer.
You tell them, look, I'm riding my bike.
We need to come out with a bike that can carry a tent. Let's see. Table and
like, you have to get somebody else to do that. I'm riding the bike up there. You know, forget that. The weather is nice. You know. Okay, that's good. It sounds like you guys have got a lot of initiatives and definitely got your hands on a lot of things going on with bikers and stuff. And that's good. Like I said, it's all necessary to what we do, you know. So is there anything else you want to go before we close it down?
No, I just want to thank you for having me here. And I just want to remind everyone to be safe and be well out there on the road or the racetrack, no matter where you ride. And always know that, you know, I'm here and Steel Horse is here to support you in however we can.
Sounds good. And with that, we'll close down another episode of Real Riders Ride. I am your host, The Spoiler.